Buongiorno, darling. Happy full moon coming up.
I know. This is adulting. This is 36. My human is just like, she's feeling all the feelings. So today, please grab your coffee or tea. I always have water as well. I have some snacks. Made muffins today, and we're just hitting the ground running. We're going to be talking about the full moon that we have coming up in Sagittarius. Happy Gemini season. Everybody is just kind of like, definitely go back and watch the Gemini season video. I'll put the link to that below. Because it's just like Gemini. It's just such a fun vibe. I reckon, like, what did I write down for the full moon in Sag? This will be fun. Dance in the fire. Like, look out. Woohoo! It's literally like we're all caricatures of ourselves. But for this one, what did I want to say? What does that even say? Secrets come out. That's from a lot of the other channelers that I follow that I've just been saying, like, tons of secrets are going to be coming out. So what did I write down? Let them pop off. Let them show you who they really are. Okay, let's hit the ground running. So let's start off with the notes. So please grab your journal. Please grab tarot cards, whatever it is that you'd like to kind of have at the table. And we're going to go and look over like the general wheel and stuff like that. So please, let me grab Jeffrey to pause the video. Cool. And go get all of your provisions, and we're gonna chat for a few minutes. So the dates for all of this: for the Gold Coast, this is falling on the 4th of June at 13:41, and for Gloucester, Eastern Standard Time, it's going to be on the 3rd of June at 23:41. Sarah, what does all this mean? Well, first of all, if we have not met, hi. I'm Sarah. I'm your alien friend. I am a starseed, a healer, a spiritual counselor, and I am from a different time and space. I might look human, and I am, embodying a human avatar, but I'm definitely not from around here. I came here, my purpose is to, I mix up my purpose and my quest, to be an inspired and safe space. It's my purpose, to be an inspired and safe space for us all to find connection, for you to connect to yourself, to the beyond, to the humans and the beings around you. And my quest is to find and train the new leadership team for the awakened, ascended new earth. So that's you, my dear. So wherever you are in this time and space, however you've found me, it's the perfect time, and I'm so grateful for you. So please join me for our introduction to the full moon in Sag. So I always look at these things with lenses. So we have Gemini season, full moon, Sagittarius. What does all that mean, Sarah? What does all that mean? So Gemini season, we're a little bit chatterboxes. We're a little bit all over the place. We're a little bit scatterbrained. Like, we have the sun solo in Gemini right over here. And Gemini normally runs, this is the very, very general wheel, and starts with Aries, goes all the way to Pisces. So the third house is run by Gemini. Communication, language, early learning, and short trips. It's kind of like our siblings have a lot to do with Gemini as well, because Aries the infant, Taurus is the toddler, Gemini is like the kiddo that's just like, I stuck my finger in the electrical socket and this is what happened to me, so maybe don't do that, but like if you want to, go right ahead, but just like it's gonna get a little zzz. But we talked about all things Gemini in the introduction, so I'm not gonna repeat myself too much, but it's Gemini season, so definitely go back and watch just some of the introductory videos for the past year, because you can see me kind of embodying and channeling and showing you a little bit about what Gemini season is going to be like. But now we have the full moon in Sagittarius. New moon is when the sun and the moon are together in the sky, and the full moon is when the sun and the moon are in opposition. So what do we know about the full moon? That's another lens. Historically, it's like the werewolf is coming out, all the cuckoo pants people come out, the whole thing, like all the magical things happen on the full moon. We are all the werewolf on the full moon. And this one's going to be fun. This one's going to be fun. I'm working at a wedding, catering at a wedding. Bless this couple getting married under the full moon in Sag. It's just going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Not so many just like scary things are happening, but just like let the people around you show you and tell you who they really are. That's what I love about this. So, that's what I wanted to say. Gemini is about like early learning. So like one of the foundational lenses that we're all experiencing is like, how did we first learn about our verbal boundaries? What do we mean verbal boundaries, Sarah? Like, I've told this story numerous times. The first time that I ever said the word fuck, I heard it at school, came home from school. I think I was in middle school, and I'll never forget, I was standing in the kitchen and my mom was brushing my hair, taking out the braids or something like that. And I just literally said, Mom, what does fuck mean? And she whipped me around and slapped me across the face. Who fucking knows why I still swear to this day? Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? Mystery to me. But so when you were first discovering who you were in the early stages of your life, look to the times that you kind of tested those boundaries. And, these are things that we can do leading up to the full moon, around the full moon. We're definitely not going to be manifesting. This is volatile fucking energy. So just be like purging and releasing all things Sag. Like the old you, the old, like what fun used to be. Oh my God, everything is so connected. I love this. What fun used to be, where this little fucker over here, Pluto, that's retrograde, going back into Capricorn soon. We're all looking at our addictions right now. So I have another talk that I'm going to be doing about addictions coming up. And it's not so much like the foundation of the video and the talk is everything was once ambrosia on this planet. Like we created this environment, we created this entire world, math, consciousness, like wanted to play with itself. So it kind of just like came down and like made this planet, but that's a story for another day. But like when we look at our addictions and we look at our patterns, it's not so much like, how do I say? We can have addictions to, likes. We can have addictions to, cannabis flower for me. I've spoken about that a little bit. I was literally the biggest advocate for cannabis flower, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, wake and baker, everything. But for me personally, I can only speak from I statements. My human avatar, Sarah, wasn't feeling any of the feelings. It was like, when I had an eating disorder and I couldn't eat food, smoking so that I didn't hate myself to eat, that's one thing. Smoking before every meal, quite a different one. I would be, like blasted in places where I was like, I don't really want to be blasted right now. Like, it's great to be high and I can handle all these things, but like, I don't really need to be blasted right now. And then when I stopped utilizing that placation, there were so many emotions and so many feelings underneath it. So that's just a me thing. But I'll put that in its own talk because this is astrology. Not everybody wants to talk about addictions and stuff like that. So let's just look at, maybe there are a few times in your life, in your foundational upbringing that, created the boundaries where you felt safe to communicate. So that now as adults, as leaders, and we're unpacking all of these childhood traumas, maybe we didn't really label that as a trauma. Maybe we didn't really, for a long time, I just thought it was funny that, just mom spun me around and slapped me across the face and now I fucking swear. But it's like, that's actually a trauma. That's actually something that affected the way that I communicated for a very long period of time, even to this day. So let's just kind of look at that for the Gemini lens. But the Sagittarius lens, the Sag, fucking A, they're some of the coolest beings on this planet. Quest, adventure, higher education, long distance travel, like the big things, shoot for the stars. Like, look at the glyph. This is the archer. You got to have a big goal to shoot for. A super big goal. Like, that's the Sag way. Where it's like, I want to travel. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to go over here. I want to be this. Like, it's just like, it's a fire sign. But beyond the self-starter that the Aries is, where Aries is like the infant, how do I say? Aries is baby and daddy all rolled into one, where we have 1,000 projects that we've started, and today we're just like, I'm going to quit my job and become a fire hydrant today. It's like, that's super awesome. That's cardinal fire. But we're talking about mutable fire. We're talking about like a forest fire here. This is like, yeah, this is a fire starter. Leo is like fixed fire, so that's going to be like the bonfire. And then Sag is like the bonfire. I mean the forest fire. Just go. Just go. Just absolutely freaking go. Do all the things that you think that you can do. Sarah, okay, you've told me all about it. Now what the fuck do I do with this energy? Communication. Nope. When a Sag needs to tell you what's what, just let Virgo watch, please. Like, just let him watch. Just let him watch. The Virgo will get off on just like watching the Sag pop off on you. So if we know that that's the energy that everybody's going to be feeling, these are the general lenses. This is the introductory video. So these are all the lenses that everybody on the planet is going to be feeling. So we know that. We know that. Now what do we do about it, Sarah? Like, we're leaders. We have to go out into the world. We have to participate. We can't hide under the full moon at home every single time. Like, we got to do things about it. So what are we going to do with this one? Have fun letting the people around you show you who they really are. Tell you who they really are. If people do not have this language, that's totally okie dokie, but they're going to be feeling and receiving this vibration. So they're not going to have any control over what it is that they say. They're going to be telling you all the things. They're going to be admitting to the things. This is when, you know, the person who's cheating texts the wrong person, the wrong screenshot. This is when, like, the things that were meant to get mixed up get mixed up. Yeah, you put in the right address in the maps and then it brings you to the other place and then you happen to just meet the love of your life at that place. Like, these are when the good, the bad, the ugly, it all comes out. But watch it. Like, dude, watch it like you're in high school or a teenager and watch it just like, oh, dude, here we go. Here we go. This is going to be fucking fun. This is going to be fucking fun. As we have so much activity that's still happening over here in Taurus energy, this, how do I say? This full moon has so much to do with Mercury. I mean, communication. Mercury is our planet of communication. Conjunct Uranus. Like Uranus is just kind of like the lightning bolt energy. It's when like things happen quickly, good, bad, or ugly. It's good, bad, or ugly, but I want us to watch it like we're teenagers. Like, we have no fear. Like, literally just be like, oh, here we go. I just want you to have fun like that, because it's, if this was in Taurus energy, if this was in Cancer energy, if this was in Virgo, Cap energy, Pisces energy, if any of this was happening, any of that energy, I would say this is not gonna, like, it's not about having fun and laughing here. It would be serious shit. But for this full moon, just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. I really would love for us to kind of romanticize a little bit of relationships ending, things ending, in the same way that we romanticize things coming together. Like, when you meet the love of your life, when you meet the friend that changes your life, the investor, the, you know, business partner, the landlord, the, you know, whatever it may be, the client, customer, whatever, that changes your whole life, you're like, this is the best day ever. Oh my God. But like, how do we have the same gratitude practice, the gratitude lens, over people in our lives showing us that they're not meant to be in our lives? Be like, oh my God, thank you so much for showing me that we don't align. Thank you so much for being honest with me and showing me your true colors. I'm so honored and I'm so grateful. I'm so happy, I'm so grateful. Like, I had this experience, this astrologer that I've been following for years, I think since 2020. And I'd set an intention this year to be able to like afford to effortlessly have a session with them, effortlessly. Like a top tier astrologer, life coach, have been following for years. And then one day recently, they posted something on their story that was so misaligned. And I like, yes, you have that moment of just like, oh, fuck, shit. Oh, that's where they are. Okay. But then I had this moment of like, wow, thank you. I'm so glad that I didn't figure this out in a private session. I'm so glad that I didn't figure this out. Like, I would have been so disappointed if I had waited and I continued to follow that person blindly. It's okay to have different beliefs. But if they don't align, then move on and wait for the person to come in. Wait for the person to come in. You know, I was able to connect with a local healer that shares very specific foundational values, very specific belief systems. And and I can work with them in fucking person. Not like, that was the blessing. That was the blessing. So I'm so grateful for that experience and for that person. But yes, like I did have, this was a few weeks ago, so we were still in Taurus energy. So I was a little Eeyore. I was like, but now I'm just like, wow, we're in gem season now. I'm like move along. There's so many healers, so many astrologers, so many leadership-based astrologers. Hey, that it's so cool when you have a teacher, a leader, a guide that brings you from 1A to 1B. And then we have another. And then we have another. And it was just, now I have all this time and all this space to find a new person that is really aligned. And I focus on that, not on the negativisms. So much of the energy that we're experiencing right now is very, very fast. So give yourself the time to feel and experience the feelings however they come up, but then try to just redirect your focus. It is not easy. When you need to have the day, truly. But I don't know, I kind of want, even if you don't have to work that day, I just want you guys to like, I don't know, go out into a public place. This is like long distance travel. You don't have to travel too far. But like do something where you can people watch a little bit. Not on your phone. Even if you're just like on your stoop and you're just like the stoop kid never leaves his stoop, but just people watch and watch them go by and see how they're acting. And do it like you're on safari, like you're a teenager on safari. Like you're a teenager that was just gifted this incredible journey to go on safari for fucking free. Such a Sag thing. Sag lives in a world of magic and miracles. They believe in anything. Run by Jupiter. And Jupiter's in Taurus, which just conjunct the North Node. We're going to go into all of that in the individual reading, so I'm just giving you the vibe. But just like, things are happening so quickly. So enjoy it. Enjoy it. And I'm just getting this image of like someone who just, finalized their divorce papers. I think there's that that viral picture of Nicole Kidman that, this was like years ago, that went viral as soon as she was walking out of the divorce hearing with Tom Cruise. She's like, yes. I want you to be like that inside as the person in front of you is showing you who they are. And then when you're in your private space with your team, with your flock, with your people, I want you to really unpack that. Give yourself a day, give yourself a weekend, give yourself a lunch break, whatever it is that's accessible to you, and really feel every single deep feeling. There's an angel channeler that I follow that I think that she had said, if you really go into the feelings of it, Ann Tucker, yes. She said, I think it takes like 90 seconds to really feel getting to the root of like what it is that you're feeling. Yeah. Give yourself a little bit of time. But on the full moon, go out, go do something, go experience the vibrations, and kind of like don't engage. View humans like you're on safari, and you're just like, wow, look at them unconsciously fighting over there. Look at them doing all those things. Isn't that interesting? Interesting is one of my favorite words of the time. And on my Instagram page, just please, there's links everywhere, go over and give me a follow over there. I post more personal stuff and just the memes and the normal things. But there was a reel that I posted a little bit ago about just when you see something happen, just say interesting. I'm going to go home and I'm going to deal with this and talk to my, my important VIPs about it and how I really want to engage with this. But I see you. I see you with your song and dance. What else? What else? What else? Later this month in June, we're going to be having Saturn and Neptune going retrograde in Pisces. I'm going to be doing an entire video about Saturn in Pisces right now, because like mental health and what you're experiencing with Saturn in Pisces is no fucking joke. It is no fucking joke how intense those feelings are. So please, if you have Pisces placements, or if you know someone who is a Pisces, sun, moon, or rising, that's how they're feeling right now. That's how every single little bit, and we all have Pisces in our chart. This is obviously something important, because palavras certas, as we know from that Portuguese phrase, right words. Whenever, you know, you're thinking something, or you say something and stub your toe, or there's a loud noise that goes off, that's literally the God of your understanding being like, pay the fuck attention. Pay the fuck attention. So this mental health stuff is really imperative. So important. So important. There was, when I was doing research, when Saturn first went into Pisces, January of this year, the beginning of March of this year, there was a transit of AA was created when Saturn was in Pisces one other time. So there's definitely going to be resources for people that are experiencing, you know, a lot of this stuff. But hella high water, we're going into a very magical place. Whether you like it or not, you're going to be having, you know, multidimensional dreams. You're going to be having entities coming to you, whether they be your, you know, dead ancestors, or, you know, multidimensional, interdimensional beings coming to you to help. They're all love-filled. But this is no joke. This is no joke. If people that have no understanding of this language, no understanding of the ascension, the awakening, no understanding whatsoever, they're going to be looking to you, my dear leader, for some guidance and for some help. So if you're even just like a pinky nail woo-woo, I'm looking at you, friends, with the different colored socks in corporate. Like, those assistants, those people are literally going to be coming to you quietly being like, I know I've been making fun of you for a long time, but I just had a really intense dream where my grandmother was in the room with me, and she told me that I needed to come talk to you about some things, and I have no idea what I'm doing, but she was very specific that I needed to talk to you. I'm getting body chills right now. Like, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. It is written. It is not, it's like built into the astrology. It's built into everything. And like, honestly, when I was driving around the island today, and, you know, I like to just express gratitude, and, you know, when I'm having a hard time, I like to look at helping others. You know, whenever you feel depression, anxiety, you know, a really great tool to help yourself is by doing something very simple: volunteering, sending gratitude for the world, gardening, just taking care of one plant, cleaning a corner of the room, one corner of one room. But what I like to do is kind of drive around the island of Cape Ann and just like mentally send love to everyone and say, you can figure it out. You're the best version or most authentic version of yourself. You can question your reality, and you're safe to do so. And every once in a while, I'm driving around, and today especially, there was some dude walking, and just literally, he was just like, it was early, it was mad early, and he was like questioning his reality. He was looking around, he had his headphones in, he's like, and the energy that was just literally spitting out of him was, something's fucking off. Something's off. Something's off. Welcome to the show. So I think that's it for the introduction of today. Please comment below, how's gem season treating you? What are you most excited about for this full moon coming up this weekend in Sagittarius? And yeah, what does like Sag mean to you? What does mutable energy mean to you? I mean, this is going to affect Virgos and Pisces as well. I mean, like I said, so much. These are heavy motherfucking hitters over here. This is Neptune and this is Saturn. They're both going to be going retrograde later on in June. So like, let's enjoy this full moon. Let's really dance in like the fire, dance in the rain, dance in it all, dance in the change, dance in the secrets coming out, dance in the lies coming out, dance in the experience of being alive. At the end of the day, it's just an incredible honor to be alive. Is there anything else for today? Yeah, my guys are dancing. They want like to dub, to like, I want some like thumping music. Like, what are your favorite dance songs? What makes you, what makes you vibe out? My friend Sarah and I have been dancing around to, I don't know if you ever watched like D2 The Mighty Ducks when they have their like roller skate, party people, like boom, shaka, laka, shaka, laka, shaka. It's been so much fun. So like ducks fly together, kid. Ducks fly together. Yeah, we're gonna get into it in the individual readings. So was there something else? Dance, look out, be a caricature, don't get involved. Don't get involved. If someone's telling you what's what and just admitting all the things that you knew inside, just be like, oh my God, thank you, cool. No, our friendship's completely over after this moment. Yeah, totally over. I don't want to unpack it. No, I don't need to tell you what's what. You just filled up all the space. It's cool. Let that be the way. Let that be the way. Because we're leaders. We don't need an I told you so dance. This is Sag energy. Removing yourself from the room is punishment enough. I love you. Ciao.